This is a tiny baby Rex dinosaur, and this is what it turns into later in its life. And today I'm gonna simulate what it would be like to raise this dinosaur as a pet from its first steps all the way to becoming something way more dangerous than I expected. We're going to see what it eats, how it behaves, how it grows, and why this might be one of the worst ideas I've ever had. Because right now, it looks harmless. It's small, clumsy, and honestly kinda cute. It waddles around, slips on its own feet, and stares at everything like it just discovered the world 5 seconds ago. But don't let that fool you. This thing is going to become a problem. For now, I'm just letting it explore the house. It walks into walls, chases random objects, and for some reason, it's obsessed with anything that moves, including my hand. And yes, it bites, not hard yet, but that's going to change later. So the first thing I had to figure out was food. I tested a bunch of different things, fruits, snacks, even random stuff around the house. At first, it didn't really understand what food even was, but the moment I gave it meat, everything changed. Its entire personality shifted. It became more focused, more aggressive, more interested, like something just activated inside it. And that's when I realized this isn't just a pet, this is a predator. But for now, it's still small, which means it's also chaotic. It runs around nonstop, climbs on everything, knocks things over, and somehow manages to make a mess every 5 minutes. And the weirdest part, it found the vacuum cleaner, and instead of being scared of it, it became obsessed. It chases it, climbs on it, and rides it around like it owns the house. I don't know how that happened, but it did, and when it's not doing that, it just watches things. TV, shadows, reflections, it studies everything like it's learning, which is slightly concerning. But eventually I realized something important. The house isn't going to work anymore because it's growing fast. So I built it a small outdoor space, a fenced area where it could run, explore, and burn off energy. At first, it loved it, running around, digging, chasing bugs, trying to eat everything it sees. But then it started testing the fence, climbing, jumping, pushing its limits. And one day it got out, not because it wanted to escape, but because it could. That's when things started to change. I took it outside the yard to see how it would react to the real world. And at first, it was fine, curious, playful, just exploring. But then it saw something, a small animal moving nearby, and instantly, everything changed. It locked in, the playful behavior disappeared, and for the first time, it hunted. It chased, fast, precise, focused, and even though it wasn't perfect yet, it was learning. Quickly. After that, its behavior shifted completely. It wasn't just playing anymore. It was practicing. Every movement had purpose. Every reaction was sharper, and the more it grew, the more intense it became. Soon, the yard wasn't enough. The neighborhood wasn't enough. So I had to move it to a much larger space of controlled environment where it could safely grow. Or at least that's what I thought. Because once it got there, it didn't like it. It didn't like the space, it didn't like the boundaries, and it definitely didn't like other creatures around it. It became aggressive, territorial, unpredictable, and no matter what I did, it kept getting worse. It was no longer something I could control. And then, everything escalated. People started noticing. Authorities got involved, and suddenly this wasn't just a pet anymore, it was a threat. They wanted to study it, use it, control it, and for a while they actually succeeded. They contained it, restricted it, turned its world into a cage, and that's when everything broke. Because one day, it snapped. It didn't run. It didn't hide. It attacked. It broke through everything in its path, walls, barriers, anything that tried to stop it. And just like that, it was free again. But this time, it wasn't the same. It wasn't playful. It wasn't curious. It was angry, and when it reached the outside world, everything turned into chaos. It moved through streets like nothing could stop it. Cars, buildings, people running everywhere. And no matter what they tried, nothing worked. Because now, it wasn't just strong. It was unstoppable, and just when it looked like nothing could stop it, something appeared, something bigger, something watching, waiting. And in that moment, I realized something terrifying. This wasn't the end. This was just the beginning.